I'm well on the way to 1,000 subscribers, nearly at 900 now, and I want to share with you the mistakes that I made along the way, what I did wrong, what surprised me, and also around the mental state that I think is going to help you get to your first 1,000 subscribers. So let's get started. Hey, if you haven't seen me before, my name is Anthony English, and I share advice on how you can pick the right channel that you should be on to get the right clients, and also how to fix your messaging. So if that's the sort of thing you like, then hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, which gets me to the very first mistake I made. Mistake number one was ask for subscribers. But a lot of people come onto YouTube, they see you, they might watch 2, 3, 4, 6 of your videos even, and they don't subscribe. They don't realize even that subscribing is actually helping you. So ask people to subscribe. And that was really the biggest mistake that I made early on, was the very first video, which ended up going really, really well. I don't ask people to subscribe. So I'm going to ask you now, please subscribe. Mistake number two was around bad goal setting. I was comparing myself. I was looking at some of these YouTubers who have got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I was trying to imitate them a little bit. Maybe not that much, but I was trying to. I was setting myself unrealistic expectations. What I really needed to do was follow somebody who was just a little bit ahead of me. Somebody who had just got to their first 300 subscribers, or got to their first 1,000, or was just where I was a few months ago, because that felt much more within reach, much more relatable. Once you actually get a very large following, then you can pretty much say anything on your YouTube channel. Your thumbnail can have just a question mark on it, and people are going to watch it anyway. But I'm not at that stage. So it would be silly for me to set myself that goal there. It's kind of like growing baby teeth, okay? When you grow your teeth, your baby teeth, imagine adult teeth are not going to help you if you're a baby, okay? You need baby teeth. And so that's the way to grow. It's a much more natural, organic way. Mistake number three was spending too much time editing my videos. I would create some videos that I thought would be really, really good topics, would be very interesting, very deep, and would go into some of the analytics and so on, and they really flopped. And I thought, I've put so much effort into that video. And then my best performing video, I'll show it here right now. My best performing video took me probably 3 minutes even to think of, record, edit, and upload, and look how many views it's got. So it's not the quality of the editing alone. That, in fact, my best videos are really poorly edited. Mistake number four is looking at the analytics. Well, what's wrong with looking at the analytics? No, looking at them too closely. Now, I have to admit, I haven't given up this mistake, but I know that I have gone and planted a seed, and then I'm going and staring every 20 minutes. Has that grown yet? Has it grown yet? Has it got any fruit? That's not a good way of doing it. The other way is to spend no time at all looking at the analytics. Oh, well, I'm not an analytics person. It's very important to know the analytics so that you can see, well, this is what's working, and this, maybe you can find out why it's working. So that's mistake number, what number are we up to? Mistake number four is giving the analytics either too much importance, looking at it too much, too often. As soon as you change the title or a thumbnail on a video, just kind of click, 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 refresh, refresh, refresh. How is that video performing? Or completely neglecting the analytics. And mistake number five is around titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. That's one mistake. Well, I played with them. But my thumbnails are still not there. I know that they're not there. And so there's no consistency of a theme on the thumbnails. So I've played around with that. And with the titles too, they're kind of a bit all over the place. And so that's something that I'm playing with, the descriptions too. So I'm lumping all of those together because they're all around the content or the meta content of the videos, not the actual content of the videos themselves, but what the meta content, you know, around the heading and thumbnail and so on, the sort of things that get people clicking. And one thing that I've noticed from my analytics again is that even those videos that are performing very well, I don't get many subscribers from them. So that's a mistake because I should be really converting many more people who like my videos to come and to subscribe. Okay, so those are a few mistakes. What went well? Well, one thing that I did, I think, very well was maintain my goal of 100 subscribers. And then I looked at 500 subscribers and then 1,000 subscribers. So I kind of managed that, and I'm also now looking beyond 1,000 subscribers. So what that really does is it makes it still within reach. You know what I mean? Like it's not, oh, I got to get 20,000 subscribers when I don't even have my first 1,000. And so it's keeping that within reach. Now, one way I've done that, and it's not exactly a YouTube strategy itself, but one thing that I've done is I have spoken to people, usually over LinkedIn, people who I know or clients of mine, as I'm a business coach and clients of mine, and I have spoken to them about my YouTube channel, how I set it up. I'll share with them the screen. Here are the analytics. And they're really fascinated. And so they're kind of outside the YouTube community and cheering me on, which is just wonderful. Now, another thing that I did well is with the comments, as far as I can, I've tried to respond to them. Now, if you make comments on a YouTube video, make sure that your comments show that you have actually watched at least some of the video. Okay, so if you make a comment that says, I really love how you explained that about YouTube titles, then that's a good comment, okay, because obviously you've watched the video. But if you make a comment saying, hey, great video, or amazing content, want to connect, or want to be friends, or can you check out my channel, then that's not a giving comment, and it doesn't even prove that you've even watched the video. Now, the good news here is that when I have made comments on others' videos, especially even on people who've got like 300,000 subscribers, if I make a good, deep comment, then usually they're going to come back with something really, really powerful. Wow, that was great. They'll love the comment, not just like it, and they'll say, that was really good. So pleased that, and it's like it's a really personal connection there. And I think that's been a really big thing for me on YouTube, is that I've drawn people from outside of the YouTube community to look at what I'm doing. And that's kind of given me the encouragement as I've been going. So let's just jump into the analytics now, and I will explain to you which videos have done well, which ones just didn't really do well at all, and why I think they are, the ones that have done well, why I think they have done well. And I think you're going to find that this is a real surprise for you, that you don't actually need to be making great videos. Definitely you don't need to be making slick videos, not even the best of mine are slick, but that you can be attracting a new audience using just being yourself and getting on camera and looking through the camera right through to the client, to the viewer at the other side. All right, let's dive into the analytics here. So what I'm going to do is just go into YouTube Studio, and I'm going to show you a few things that have really surprised me, I would say. So I'm up to 889 subscribers, which is great. What I'm going to do, well, first of all, I'll look at the monetization, because that's probably what you're interested in. So remember, for monetization, you have to apply for it, and you have to get 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 hours of your public videos watch hours. I know that sounds like a huge amount, but in fact, nearly half of that, or at least a third of that, comes from a single 90-second video of mine. Okay, so I've easily made the 4,000 hours. That's 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. So let me just jump into the analytics here. So what I get to see here is I've had 6,000 views on my videos in the last 48 hours. Now, those views might only be 3 seconds long. It doesn't matter. And so what I get to see here, well, let me just show you the history of my channel here. So I've had my channel since 2013, but that didn't help me at all. My channel was not growing at all. I was occasionally putting up random videos and they didn't do well at all. But now, now what's happened here is that in the last year, suddenly it started to grow. In fact, not just the last year, it was actually in March 2020. Okay, just after COVID had started and sent people all home to work from home. How come that happened? Well, let's go back to, we'll go custom, and I'll go from February, say, to August, where we are now, and you get to see the growth now. All right, whoop, that should have said February 2020, right? Let's do that. Okay, and you get to see that my growth started all around this time here, okay, around March. So what happened in March? Well, if we go and look at the videos, we can sort the videos by the number of views. And you can see that I've got a lot of videos that have got like 20 views. They haven't done well at all. Well, some of these are unlisted. They're not even shared, these videos, but some of the videos don't have many views at all. But some of them have done quite well. So let's have a quick look. So this one here has had 123,000 views. So that video alone has brought me so much of my watch time and so many subscribers as well. So what's that video about? All it is how do I turn off my camera in a Zoom call? Well, you hit the stop video button, that's it. But that video has done well because, well, you can see that people are using Zoom maybe for the first time. So I made that video back in March, and I haven't touched, well, the video itself, but I've changed the thumbnail many times and changed the title on the video and the description. But you can see that it just started to grow and grow. It brought me 133 subscribers, a single video that goes for 90 seconds. And on average, people only watch the first half of it. On average, 51%. You can see that it drops right off by the time, how many people? Only 13% of people watch it right through to the end. But it still got me subscribers. So that's really, really interesting. And it's not because it's a great slick video. It's not. It's got very basic. The lighting is really poor. The audio isn't that good. But it's still, because it touches an emotional topic, which is how do I turn off my camera on Zoom? And so that explains why my weekends tend to be slow in terms of viewers, because we'll just look over the last 90 days. See these dips? Sorry, on the views. See those dips? Those are weekends. Weekend. All of these dips are around the weekend because fewer people are going onto Zoom over the weekend. So that makes sense. Okay? And so that's why, and that video has done really, really well for me. So we get to see the audience retention. We saw that. Let's just jump back into the second most popular video, which is setting your profile picture. Once again, if you turn off your video, what happens on Zoom is your profile picture comes up. So that's an emotional thing because, look, there I am. I see my profile photo all the time. Every time I turn off my video, people can see my profile photo. I need to change it. And so that's what, and so this tells us also where the traffic is coming from. External means it's coming from Google, basically, or from search engines anyway. And this one, 16% from YouTube search. The audience retention on this is appalling. It's like 28%. It's not very high. But what happens is, because that's a much longer video, 4 minutes long. It's probably too long, right? And so, and in that video and the other one, I forgot to ask hey, please subscribe to my channel. But even so, like, that video is months old now. It's April, from April now. It's now August as I'm recording this, but I'm still getting views. Even in the last minute, I got 2 views on that video. In the last hour, just on that video, I got 45 views. So that's, you know, 3 every 4 seconds. Okay, nearly 1 a minute, which is just amazing. And so what I'm going to do here is I just want to show you that sometimes your best videos are not the ones that you've worked on the hardest. Okay, sometimes they're just the ones that the people need or want. Okay, so that's the trick here. Now I'll show you one last thing, and then we'll wrap this up. So you can see some of these videos are creeping up here. 20,000, 32,000 views. These are all around Zoom. Like, I didn't even go out to set up a tech channel, but you know, that's what's happening. So I'm just going to show you quickly right at the end here. You can see why these analytics are things that you can get a bit excited about. Okay, yes, you're looking at the subscribers and the number of views, but I click on this one here usually, and what I get to see is these are the videos that are doing well in the last 60 minutes or the last 2 days, the last 48 hours. I can sort them by publish date just by clicking on that, and that's showing me what the latest video is that I published. That was a LinkedIn Live, or over the last 2 days to see a pattern over the last 48 hours, or just simply in the last hour what's doing well. And what I really love about this is that this is real-time data. Well, what that means is that if somebody else views one of my videos, we're going to see a thin blue line turn up here. Just let me wait, and you can come and enjoy it with me. Okay, so we've had 169 views in the last 60 minutes. So we'll just wait for this next video to show up, and you can see these numbers here, and they grow as somebody else watches a video. There we go. And that went down. Hurry up. Of course, this is the 1 minute of the last hour that nobody watches the video, right? There we go. So we just got somebody was watching a video there, and you're going to see that line there. So this is it's really more about motivating you and saying, wow, somebody's watching right now that video that I created even a couple of months ago. People are watching it right now. So it's kind of a bit of a buzz if you like that sort of thing, which I do. So that's it from me. I'm going to wrap this up here, but I'm just going to encourage you to keep going. It is a long-term game. See that little thin blue line? Okay, that means that that's the video that people are watching right now. And you can see this one is growing as well, which is really, really good. So I'm going to encourage you to keeping on, and stick close to people, especially those who are sharing with you, who are a little bit further ahead from where you are, and who are sharing what their journey is. That will be a huge help for you on YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. And if you haven't liked, then please click that like button. Sorry, I'm supposed to say smash that like button. I'm Anthony English. Thank you for watching.